अद्य सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कारकप्रकरणे 27 पाठः सेप्टेम्बर् मासस्य 2 दिनाङ्कः हेनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं प्ररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। अष्टाध्यायी I'll teach from 41 to 73. You have to repeat it. Anybody?
Soumya ji?
Yes, Masuji.
Yeah.
Namaste.
It's late on joining. Do you have an organizer today?
I think Ravichandran ji is here. So, do we need him? Right. So I'm doing one recording. I think it is fine today. Thank you.
Unmuted.
Huh?
Muted.
Anybody for Ashtadhyayi? Hema, would you do it?
Yes, Soumya ji.
Yes, thank you. Yatashcha nirdharanam.
Yatashcha nirdharanam. Yatashcha nirdharanam.
Panchami vibhakte.
Panchami vibhakte. Panchami vibhakte.
Sadhu nipunabhyam.
Sadhu nibunabhyam. Sadhu nibunabhyam.
Archayam saptamya pratehe.
Archayam saptamya pratehe. Archayam saptamya pratehe.
Prasitotsukabhyam.
Prasitotsukabhyam. Prasitotsukabhyam.
Tritiyacha.
Tritiyacha. Tritiyacha.
Nakshatre cha lupi.
Nakshatre cha lupi. Nakshatre cha lupi.
Pratipadikārtha linga parimāna vacana matre prathama.
Pratipadikārtha linga parimāna vacana matre prathama. Pratipadikārtha linga parimāna vacana matre prathama.
Sambodhane cha.
Sambodhane cha. Sambodhane cha.
Samantritam.
Samantritam. Samantritam.
Ekavachanam sambuddhihi.
Ekavachanam sambuddhihi. Ekavachanam sambuddhihi.
Shashti sheshe.
Shashti sheshe. Shashti sheshe.
Jno vidarthasya karane.
Jno vidarthasya karane. Jno vidarthasya karane.
Adhigarthadayesham karmani.
Adhigartha tayesham karmani. Adhigartha tayesham karmani.
Krinyah pratiyatne.
Krinyah pratiyatne. Krinyah pratiyatne.
Rujarthanam bhavavachananam.
Rujarthanam bhavavachananam. Rujarthanam bhavavachananam.
Ajvarehe.
Ajvarehe. Ajvarehe.
Ashishinathah.
Ashishinathah. Ashishinathah.
Jasi niprahana natakratha pisham himsayam.
Jasi niprahana natakratha shisham himsayam. Jasi niprahana natakratha shisham हिंसायां
व्यवहृपणोः समर्थयोः
व्यवहृपणोः समर्थयोः व्यवहृपणोः समर्थयोः
दिवस्तदर्थस्य
दिवस्तदर्थस्य दिवस्तदर्थस्य
विभाषोपसर्गे
विभाषोपसर्गे द्वितीया ब्राह्मणे
प्रेष्यब्रुवोर्हविषो
प्रेष्य बृहोर्हविषो
देवतासम्प्रदाने
देवतासम्प्रदाने
चतुर्थ्यर्थे बहुलं छन्दसि
चतुर्थ्यर्थे बहुलं छन्दसि
यजेश्च करणे
यदेश्च करणे
कृत्वोऽर्थप्रयोगे
कृत्वर्थः प्रयोगे कृत्वोर्थप्रयोगे
कालेऽधिकरणे कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति
कर्तृकर्मणो कृति
उभयप्राप्तौ कर्मणि
उभयप्राप्तौ कर्मणि
तस्य च वर्तमाने
तस्य च वर्तमाने
अधिकरणवाचिनश्च
अधिकरणवाचिनश्च
न लोकाव्ययनिष्ठा
न लोकाव्ययनिष्ठा
खलर्थतृणाम्
खलर्थतृणाम्
अकेनोः
अतेनोः
भविष्यदाधमर्ण्ययोः
आदमर्ण्ययोः
कृत्यानां कर्तरिव
कृत्यानां कर्तरिव
तुल्यार्थैरतुलोपमाभ्याम्
तुल्यार्थैरतुलोपमाभ्याम्
तुल्यार्थैः अतुलोपमाभ्याम्
तुल्यार्थैः अतुलोपमाभ्याम्
तृतीयान्यतरस्याम्
तृतीयान्यतरस्याम्
चतुर्थी चाशिष्यायुष्य
चतुर्थी चाशिष्यायुष्य
मद्रभद्रकुशल
मद्रभद्रकुशल
सुखार्थहितैः
सुखार्थहितैः
द्विगुरेकवचनम्
द्विगुरेकवचनम्
Okay, thank you. पंचमी विभक्तिः अधीयमाना अस्ति। तदौ कारकपञ्चमी दृष्टा। यत्र अपादानकारकस्य पंचमी विभक्तिः भवति। अन्यदपि वार्तिकद्वयं दृष्टं ल्यब्लोपे कर्मण्यधिकरणे च। अप्रयुज्यमानस्य ल्यबन्तस्य कर्मणः अधिकरणस्य च पंचमी भवति। यथा प्रासादात् प्रेक्ष्यते। प्रासादम् आरुह्य प्रेक्ष्यते इति अर्थः विवक्षितः। प्रासादम् आरुह्य इति ल्यबन्तं न निर्दिष्टं वाक्ये न उक्तं। तथापि तस्य अप्रयुक्तस्य ल्यबन्तस्य कर्म भवति प्रासादः। प्रासादम् आरोहति। प्रासादम् आरुह्य पश्यति अथवा वीक्षते। सो प्रासादात् पश्यति वीक्षते इत्युक्ते ल्यबन्तस्य आरोह्य इति लेबन्तस्य कर्मणः प्रासादस्य पञ्चमी विभक्तिः। एवम् अधिकरणे आसन आसनात् प्रेक्ष्यते, आसने उपविश्य प्रेक्ष्यते इत्यर्थः। उपविश्य इति लेबन्तस्य अप्रयुज्यमानस्य अधिकरणं भवति आसनं, तस्मात् पञ्चमी। गम्यमाना अपि क्रिया कारकविभक्तीनां निमित्तम् इति पुनरुच्यते। तृतीया प्रकरणेऽपि उक्तम्। अलम् इत्यस्य प्रयोगे श्रमेण अलम् इत्युक्ते साध्यं नास्ति इति गम्यमाना साध्यक्रिया कारकविभक्तेः निमित्तिका। एवम् अत्रापि उदाहरणं तत्र लब्लोपे इत्यत्रैव अस्ति। आरुह्य अथवा उपविश्य इति क्रिया न साक्षात् वाचनिकी, अपि तु गम्यमाना. It is only to be inferred. So even an inferred action can be the nimitta for a karaka vibhakti. So depending on that, you have the vibhakti. Similarly, kasmat tvam, where are you from? So that kasmat tvam agachasi iti kriya, agamana kriya yadyapi na nirdishta, kintu gamyate, ataha tadapadanasya panchami vibhaktihi bhavati. Tataha upapada panchami, yatra padantarasya yoge panchami vibhaktir bhavati. यतश्चाध्वकालनिमानं ततः पंचमी तद्युक्तादर्थनः प्रथमा सप्तम्यौ कालात् सप्तमी च वक्तव्या. एकमेव वार्तिकं त्रिधा विभक्तम् अस्ति. यतश्च अध्वकालनिमानं, यतः अध्वनः नाम मार्गपरिमाणस्य निमानं परिमाणं क्रियते अथवा कालनिमानं, कालस्य निमानं. So a measure of distance or time from where. I mean, you should have a reference point for measurement. So from where? So that point will have panchami. Gramat. Tadyuktan adhvanaha. So the word which indicates adhvan, margavachakasya prathama athava saptami. Gramat yojane vanam athava gramat yojanam vanam. So the forest is at a distance of 1 yojana from the grama. So grama shabdasya etascha adhvakalanimānam ityasmat panchami. दूर अथवा योजन शब्दस्य तद्युक्तानध्वनः प्रथमा सप्तम्यो इत्यनेन प्रथमा अथवा सप्तमी. यत्र मासस्य अस्ति तत्र कालात् सप्तमी, केवलं सप्तमी विभक्तिर्भवति. यथा कार्तिक्याः अग्रहायणी मासे, कार्तिक पौर्णिमायाः आरभ्य एकमासानन्तरं मार्गशीर्षपौर्णमी भवति अग्रहायणी. अतः कार्तिक्याः इत्यत्र यतश्च अध्वकालनिमानं, कालनिमानस्य यतः कालनिमानं ततः पंचमी इति पंचमी. सो कालवाचकस्य मासशब्दस्य सप्तमी. कार्तिक्याः मासे अग्रहायणी भवति इत्यर्थः. ततः सूत्रमस्ति अन्याराद् इतरर्थे दिक्शब्दांशूत्तरपदाजाहि युक्ते. अन्य आरात् इतर ऋते दिक्शब्द अंचूत्तरपद आज आहि युक्ते इति छेदः. अन्य इतर इति पदद्वयम् अस्ति, किन्तु अन्य इति अर्थग्रहणम् इति उक्तम्. अन्यार्थकानां सर्वेषां पदानां प्रयोगे पञ्चमी भवति तद्युक्तस्य. यथा कृष्णादन्यः, कृष्णादितरः, कृष्णाद् भिन्नः. इतरग्रहणं तु अनपेक्षितं, केवलं प्रपञ्चार्थम् इति. आरात् इति दूरसमीपयोः, which is an avyaya which indicates both far and near. Gramaadarat ityukte it can mean either near the forest or far away, near the village or far away from the village, depending on the context. Anyarad rite, rite varjane, vina ityarthe rite. Krishnad rite sukham nasti. So agrimam asti दिक्शब्द, दिग्वाचकः शब्दः दिक्शब्दः, दिशि दृष्टः शब्दः दिक्शब्दः इति उच्यते. अर्थात् पूर्व पश्चिम इत्यादयः दिक्शब्दाः, ये दिग्वाचकाः. ग्रामात् वनं पूर्वं, ग्रामात् पूर्वम् इत्यस्ति. सो ईस्ट टू द विलेज. किन्तु पूर्व इत्यस्य कालवाचकत्वम् अपि अस्ति. अर्लियर, that sense is also conveyed by the term purva. Yatha chaitrat purvah phalgunah. Phalguna is before chaitra. So tatra digvachakatvam nasti apitu kalavachakatvam eva. Tathapi dishi drishtah shabdah iti vyutpatya yaha kutrachit digvachakah athava dikshabdah तस्य इदानीं दिग्वाचकत्वाभावेऽपि कालवाचकत्वेऽपि किं भवति पञ्चमी विभक्तिः भवति अतः चैत्रात् पूर्वः फाल्गुनः इति भवति सूत्रे अग्रिममस्ति अञ्चूत्तरपदम् अञ्चु उत्तरपदम् अञ्चु इति धातुः अञ्चु गति पूजनयोः इति धातुः we have derived these words in the halanta prakarana like prak pratyak etc right so प्रकृष्टं मञ्चति प्राक् पूर्व इत्यस्य पर्यायपदं भवति प्राक् एवं प्राक् प्रत्यक् इत्यादयः सो नौ अञ्चूत्तरपदस्य तु दिक्शब्दत्वेऽपि एते सर्वेपि दिक्शब्दाः एव so words which have anchu the dhatu anchu as the uttarapada are themselves indicators of directions prak pratyak etc so dikshabdatvam asti tarhi kimartham punah vaktavyam dikshabda ityanenaiva siddhyati kila iti prashnah तत्र उच्यते अञ्चूत्तरपदस्य तु दिक्शब्दत्वेऽपि षष्ठ्यतसर्थप्रत्ययेन इति षष्ठीं बाधितुं पृथक् ग्रहणम् अग्रे सूत्रमिदं दृश्यते षष्ठी अतसर्थप्रत्ययेन अतसर्थाः इति केचन प्रत्ययाः सन्ति तत्र एतदपि भवति अञ्चूत्तरपदस्य क्विप् इत्यस्य अतः षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति तस्याः बाधनार्थं पृथक् ग्रहणं पुनः अञ्चूत्तरपद इति उक्तत्वात् पञ्चम्येव भवति न तु षष्ठी प्राक् प्रत्यक् वा ग्रामात् सो ग्रामात् प्राक् ग्रामात् पूर्वम् अथवा पूर्वः इत्येव अर्थः ईस्ट् आफ् द विलेज् प्रत्यक् ग्रामात् टु द वेस्ट् आफ् द विलेज् तस्मिन्नेव अर्थे दिग्वाचकत्वेऽपि षष्ठी बाधनार्थं पुनः ग्रहणं क्रियते आच् इत्यस्ति दिक्शब्दान्तु दिक्शब्दाञ्चूत्तरपद आच् आहि युक्ते आच् इति कश्चन प्रत्ययः आहि इत्यपि प्रत्ययः आच् दक्षिण ग्रामात् इत्यस्ति दक्षिणशब्दात् आच् इति प्रत्ययः क्रियते ग्रामावधिकायां दक्षिणस्यां दिशि इत्यर्थः इट् मीन्स् टुवर्ड्स् द सदर्न् डायरेक्शन आफ् द विलेज् सो Aj and Ahi are both pratyayas which are added to these directions. Okay, we'll see next. Ahi is Dakshinahi Gramat. So Dakshina and Dakshinahi, both of them. Ahi cha dure iti sutrena Ahi tatha Ach iti pratyayadvayam api bhavati. So Ahi cha dure. So in this case, the Ahi indicates, the Ach just indicates the direction towards the south. Grama Avadhi. So measuring from the grama towards the southern direction, whereas the ahi, it indicates ahi cha dure, it is towards the south and far away, it's not very near. Grama adhikayam dakshinasyaam dishi dure ityarthaha ahi pratyayasya. So dikshabda anchutarapada aj ahi yukte. So in association with all these words, we have Panchami Vibhakti. Aj ahi pratyayantayoh dikshabdatve api. Punaha ete api shabdaha dakshina dakshinahi iti sarve api digvachakaha eva. Dikshabdebhyaha pratyayah kriyate punascha digvachakatvam bhavatyeva. It is still a digvachaka. पुनः षष्ठ्यतसर्थ इति षष्ठीं बाधितुं पृथक् ग्रहणम् अत्रापि षष्ठ्यतसर्थ प्रत्ययेन इति षष्ठी प्राप्नोति तस्याः बाधनार्थं पृथक् ग्रहणम् अतः अञ्चूत्तरपदानाम् आच् आहि प्रत्ययान्तानां च पञ्चम्येव भवति न तु षष्ठी so we will have panchami and not षष्ठी in these cases. These are the things about Upapada Panchami, where he has listed a few words in the sutra, and there are also a couple of vartikas. But we find that there are still other words where we commonly use Panchami. Say Prabhrati is starting from Kartikyaha Prabhrati, so from Kartiki, Navavarshat Prabhrati, from the new year, something like that. Again, we have one more very famous thing, Bahihi. Gramat Bahihi, Grihat Bahihi. So how do we have Panchami in these examples? The question. He says, Apadane Panchami iti sutre, Kartikyah Prabhrati iti bhashya prayogat, Prabhrityartha yoge Panchami. So in Apadane Panchami, Bhashyakara uses this Kartikyaha Prabhrati, okay, where he uses a Panchami Vibhakti. So Bhashya prayogat, taking that bhashya prayoga itself as the authority, we have prabhrityartha yoge. We use panchami along with words which mean prabhriti. It is something like etc. or starting from ityartha prabhriti. So prabhrityartha yoge iti. Prabhriti yoge iti व्याख्याने प्रभृत्यर्थक शब्दयोगे इत्यर्थः तथा हि अपादाने पंचमी इति सूत्रे भाष्ये यतश्च अध्वकालनिमानम् इति वार्तिकं पठित्वा कार्तिक्याः अग्रहायणी मासे इति उदाहृत्य इदं न वक्तव्यम् इति तद्वार्तिकप्रत्याख्यानम् उपक्षिप्य इदमत्र प्रयोक्तव्यं सन् न प्रयुज्यते कार्तिक्याः प्रभृति अग्रहायणी मासे इत्युक्तम् प्रभृति शब्दाभावेऽपि तदर्थसत्तया पंचमी सिद्धा इत्यर्थः. So what is the Bhashyakara saying? He is discussing on the requirement of the Vartika yatascha adhvakalanimānam tatah panchami. So he says the Vartika is not required. Why? Kartikyaha agrahayani mase ityatra Kartikyaha prabhriti iti prabhriti shabdaha adhyahriyate. We assume that the prabhriti, the word prabhriti is there, and based on that he is saying panchami vibhakti siddhyati. प्रभृति इति शब्दः अध्याह्रियते तद्योगेन पंचमी विभक्तिः भवति इदं वार्तिकं नावश्यकम् इति भाष्यकारः वदति. अपादाने पंचमी इति सूत्रे भाष्ये यतश्च अध्वकालनिमानम् इति वार्तिकं पठित्वा कार्तिक्याः अग्रहायणी मासे इति उदाहृत्य इदं न वक्तव्यम् इति तद्वार्तिकप्रत्याख्यानम् उपक्षिप्य. So for rejecting that vartika, idamatra prayoktavayam sat na prayujyate. Idam nama prabhrati shabdaha prayoktavayam sat. It should have been there. Na prayujyate. It is not told vocally. Kartikyaha prabhrati agrahayani vase. Starting from Kartiki, that is the Kartika Paurnima, we have agrahayani in a month. Itittam. So prabhrati shabdabhavepi tadartha sattaya. Even though the word prabhrati is not there, tadartha sattaya, because the meaning of prabhriti is still there, panchami siddha. This is what the Bhashyakara says, which means he assumes that prabhriti shabda yoga panchami bhavati, that there is panchami in association with prabhriti, right? I mean, to make this argument, his assumption is that there will be panchami in association with the word prabhriti. Evam vadata bhashyakata prabhrityarthaka shabda yoga panchami iti vachanam jnapyate. So it is indirectly conveyed by the Bhashyakara that there will be panchami in association with words which mean prabhriti. Anyatha, otherwise, panchamyartham vartikasya avashyakatvat tadasangatihi. If not, then we need that vartika for panchami. So he cannot make an argument for rejecting that vartika. Anyatha, panchamyartham vartikasya avashyakatvat tad asangatihi. So that is not a valid or rational argument. Spashtaiva. Evam cha prabhriti shabda paryaya shabda vyogepi panchami bhavati. But now the question is, Bhashyakara says prabhriti, the word prabhriti. So we can assume that in association with prabhriti we have panchami. How do we assume prabhrityartha, that we get panchami in association with all words which mean prabhriti? प्रभृति शब्दस्य प्रयोगे पंचमी इति तो भाष्यकार वचनात् ज्ञायते. प्रभृत्यर्थकानां योगे पंचमी इति कथं ज्ञायते इति चेत् अतएव च कार्तिक्याः प्रभृति इति भाष्य व्याख्यावसरे तत आरभ्य इति कैयटः आह. So in the Pradipa for that particular bhashya, Kartikyaha prabhriti, the Kayyata says tatah arabhya. Now tatah iti panchamyas tasihi. So panchami vibhakti hai tasi. So we have tatah indicates the sense of panchami. Tatah arabhya. So arabhya iti shabdasya yoge panchami vibhakti kayyatena prayukta. So this indicates that not just prabhriti but words which are used in the same meaning can also have panchami vibhakti. एतत् सर्वम् अभिप्रेत्य उदाहरति प्रभृति आरभ्य वेति. So all this is intended by Dikshitar when he says bhavat प्रभृति हरिः सेव्यः or bhavad arabhya harihi sevyah. So right from birth you should serve or worship Hari. Bhavad arabhya or bhavat prabhrati. So because of the presence of prabhrati or arabhya, we have panchami on the word bhava. Bhavat prabhrati arabhya veti. Bhavaha utpattihi. Arabhya iti asya avadhim parigrihya ityarthaha. Arabhya ityasya avadhim parigrihya. So you have to take that as the starting point. Bhava, that is utpatti, being born. The point of, the time of being born should be taken as the avadhi, and you should start serving Hari. Prabhrati iti avyayam api etadarthakam eva. So prabhrati and arabhya will both mean the same. Prabhrati is an avyaya. Arabhya is also a labanta avyaya. Bhavam avadhim parigrihya harihi sevyah ityarthaha. उत्पत्ति क्षणात्मक पूर्वावधिक उत्तरकाले सर्वदा आमरणं हरिसेव्यः इति यावत्. So what does the word indicate? Utpatti kshanatmaka. So the kshana, the second of utpatti, is the purvavadhika, is the beginning point. So uttarakale, so after that, all time which comes after that, tad uttarakale sarvada, always Harihi Sevyaha, Kiyat Paryantam, Amaranam, Marana Paryantam, till death. From birth till death, you have to worship Hari, Ityarthaha. Atra Arabhya iti Kriyapekshaya, Karmatva Vivakshayam, Dvitiyaiva. Upapada Vibhaktehe, Karaka Vibhaktir Baliyasi, Ityuktehe. We can also have Bhavam Arabhya, that is starting from there. So how? Karmatva Vivakshayam, if you are intending to convey karmatva, okay, so this is a kriya, arabhya is a kriya, so tadapekshaya yadi karmatvam vivakshyate, tada dvitiya vibhaktireva bhavati. Kimartham? Upapada vibhaktehe karaka vibhaktir baliyasi. Always if there is a karaka vibhakti and an upapada vibhakti, it should always be the karaka vibhakti which gains ground. यथा सूर्योदयम् आरभ्य आस्तमयात् जपति इत्यादौ. Okay. So सूर्योदयम् आरभ्य, so starting from the सूर्योदय, आस्तमयात् जपति, till it's set. So from sunrise till sunset he does some japa ityadau. Sheshatva vivakshayam tu, when the shesha is intended, that is the karakatva is not intended but shesha, tada Sheshatva Vivakshayam tu Shashthim Badhitva Bhavashabdat Panchami. So there is no Shashti. Instead of Shashti, we have Panchami by this Gyapaka. We use the Bhashyakara Prayoga as the Gyapaka. Prabhrati Shabda Yoge tu. But this is about Arabhya, because Arabhya is derived from a Kriya. Rabhate. Rabha dhatoho nishpannaha shabdaha. अतः क्रिया क्रियायोगे कर्मत्वमपि भवितुम् अर्हति. प्रभृति शब्दयोगे तु आरभ्य इत्यर्थे कदापि न द्वितीया. But in association with प्रभृति we cannot have द्वितीया. Why? प्रभृति शब्दार्थस्य अवधिं परिगृह्य इत्यस्य अवध्यादि घटितत्वेन क्रियात्व अभावात्. Because the word प्रभृति is not a क्रियावाचक. आरभ्य इति क्रियावाचकं, किन्तु प्रभृति इति avadhim parigrihya ityasti. So taking it as the avadhi, that is as the starting point ityarthaha, tatra kriyavachakatvam nasti ityatah tadyoge karmatvam nasti tritiya vibhaktir na bhavati sarvada pancham eva. So this is about prabhrati. There is also the case of bahihi. बहिशब्दयोगे कथं पंचमी इति प्रश्नः. अपपरि बहिरञ्जवः पंचम्या इति समासविधानात् ज्ञापकात् बहिर्योगे पंचमी. So he says बहि शब्दस्यापि साक्षात् पंचमी विधायकं किमपि सूत्रं वा वार्तिकं वा नास्ति, किन्तु समासविधायकं सूत्रमस्ति अपपरि बहिरञ्जवः पंचम्या. अपपरि बहिः बहिस् अञ्चु इत्येते शब्दाः पंचम्यन्तेन समस्यन्ते iti avyayi bhava vidhayakam sutramasti. Okay, so this is a sutra which gives avyayi bhava samasa, where he says that the words apa, pari, bahihi and anchu. So all these four combine with a panchamyanta. Okay. बहिःशब्दयोगे यदि पञ्चम्यन्तम् अस्ति तर्हि समासः कर्तुं शक्यते. So only if we can have panchami vibhakti in association with bahihi, we can have a samasa. यदि बहिःशब्देन योगे पञ्चम्येव नास्ति कथं समासः? अतः समासविधानात् ज्ञापकात्, समासविधानमेव ज्ञापकं कस्य बहिःशब्दयोगे पञ्चमी भवति इत्यस्य. So the samasa itself indicates that there will be panchami in association with bahihi. अपपरीति बहिःशब्दयोगे पंचमीं सिद्धवत् कृत्य, assuming that there is panchami in bahihi, in association with bahihi, अपपरि बहिरं च पंचम्या इति समास विधानात्. So Panini gives a samasa saying bahihi will combine with a panchamyanta. तेनैव बहिःशब्दयोगे पंचमी विज्ञायते इत्यर्थः. इदं च अपपरि इति सूत्रे भाष्ये स्पष्टम्. करस्य करभो बहिः इति तु असाध्वेव. So there is a prayoga, I think from the Amara, where it says karasya karabha bahihi. So karabha is the part which comes after the kara, that is the palm. So the part which extends from the palm after the palm is called karabha. Okay. Now करस्य करभः बहिः इति कथं, करस्य बहिः इति कथम् इति चेत् असाध्वेव. It's a wrong usage. It says there should have been करात् बहिः करभः, करस्य इति असाधुः. ज्ञापकसिद्धं न सर्वत्र इति वा कथञ्चित् समाधेयम्. You can somehow substantiate it by saying ज्ञापकसिद्धं न सर्वत्र. So we have this rule. यत् साक्षात् सूत्रकृता उक्तं तत् सर्वत्र प्रवर्तते. If he directly states that there is panchami in association with anya, sarvatra bhavati. Kintu jnapakasiddham, that which is not directly stated but only inferred, so that sarvatra na bhavati. It is not universally applicable. So that is one paribhasha which we have. So using that we can state that karasya karabho bahihi ityatra panchami nasti iti, but the way Balamanoramakara puts it, he is not satisfied with such a samadhana. He states that is a wrong usage. Gramat bahihi, outside the village. Okay. Any questions?
Unmuted.
Swamiji, is Arabhya both indeclinable also? 11th indeclinable?
Yes, it is an indeclinable.
So then Arabhya, then it, so when you say Suryodhyam Arabhya, then how do you say, so in that case you are telling it is Kriya, but it's also indeclinable, yes. Then how do you differentiate whether it is it just Vivaksha?
Sorry, what? No, Rabha, the dhatu, wherever you have a dhatu, there is a Kriya, right?
Okay.
So this is derived from the dhatu.
Okay.
आरभ्य रघुधातोः क्त्वा प्रत्यय भावार्थे. So समानकर्तृकयोः पूर्वकाले you have the bhavarthe ktva and the ktva is replaced by yap.
Right.
So it is a kriyavachaka. So on the kriya bhavarthe pratyayah kriyate. So the word is still a kriyavachaka, a kridanta. Okay. But that is also an avyaya because of ktva. There is a vyaya vidhayaka sutra.
Okay. So if you take it
are both kridantas.
So if you assume that as this, then you can justify as Dvitiya Vibhakti, if not Panchami Vibhakti.
No. I mean, you have to assume it is always a Kriyavachaka. If Karmatva is Vivakshita, it is Dvitiya.
Okay.
If your Shesha is Vivakshita, it is Panchami.
And Panchami. Okay.
Generally, Sheshatva Vivakshayam Shashti. So where, I mean, in all cases you can say this, that Karakam Avivakshitam. If you don't intend to convey the Karakatva, then we will generally have Shashti by Shashti Sheshe. So in this case, if Karakatva is Vivakshita, we have Dvitiya. Otherwise, we have Panchami.
So I can say Suryodayat Arabhya. That
yes,
be grammatically right.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Only thing is only thing here is I am not doing
intended as the karma.
Karma karaka.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Sheshatva Tattu sadhu. Suryodayad arabhya iti sadhu. Suryodayam arabhya ityapi sadhu.
Thanks.
Muted.
So this is the thing which we were talking about Namaha that day. So I was trying to find out more about this, the namaskara and all that. It is still a kridanta. So wherever we have a kridanta, we have a kriya. So what do we have there? Should we have chaturthi or should we have this? Because sarvan namaskritya ityasti. Right. So there it's again a labanta where we have this. So should we have chaturthi or should we have a karma? So I think I thought I had found a solution, but again I have a doubt. So I'll discuss this in the next class again. Okay. So I mean, when I was teaching this Bhavad Arabhya, I had a new question about it. So I will clear it up with my teachers and I'll discuss it. Okay. So this is about the. Then in Panchami we go back to Karma Pravachaniya. If you remember, we saw Karma Pravachaniya in Dvitiya and we left it halfway. So atra punaha Panchami vibhakto Karma Pravachaniyaha uchyante. Kaishchit Karma Pravachaniya yoge Panchami vibhakti bhavati. So in association with the few Karma Pravachaniyas, we have Panchami vibhakti. Karma Pravachaniya is usually the nimitta for Dvitiya. Karma Pravachaniya yoge Dvitiya iti sutram. So that is the Dvitiya vibhakti which we usually have. But there are some cases where we have Panchami and some where we have Saptami. Okay, so Dikshita deals with them in three separate things. We saw some in Dvitiya, there is some in Panchami, there is some in Saptami. But I left it halfway in the Dvitiya Prakarana because of, I had to read up a bit more about it. So we'll go back to this. We'll start with the Karma Pravachaniya as we saw in Dvitiya. So we'll go through all those sutras again and then come to cases where there is Panchami in association with Karma Pravachaniyas. Okay. So Karma Pravachaniyaha iti adhikritya, adhikara sutram, samyadhikaraha. It is a samya and an adhikara. Okay. So Karma Pravachaniyaha iti adhikaraha ita arabhya from 1483 till 1497. Around 15 sutras is an adhikara Karma Pravachaniyaha. So this is a sub-class under Nipataha. Okay. Pragrishvaran Nipataha. So Pragrishvarat etadeva adhirishvare ityatah prak nipataha iti asti pradayaha chadayo satve pradayaha. So which are the nipatas? There is chadayaha, cha and others, words which are indicated in the chadigana, and also pradayaha, pra, para, apasam, etc. So there are 22 paradis which we generally call as upasargas, but there is a difference between each of these. There is nipata, there is upasarga, there is gati, there is karma pravachaniya, there is a simple paradi. So it is the same particle which gets different samyas in different contexts. Okay. So that is why this is important. Karma pravachaniya is a samya which overrules upasarga and gati. Kimasti kriya yoge pradinam upasarga samya bhavati tatha gati samya bhavati. Right? Pradayaha upasargah kriya yoge gatischa. Kriya yoge etesham pradinam upasarga samya bhavati gati samya cha bhavati. Now karma pravachaniyaha, the same pradis, when they indicate these particular senses, so the senses which are indicated in the following sutras, instead of being upasarga or gati, they get the samya called karma pravachaniya. Gati upasarga samya pavadaha. It is an exception to gati samya and upasarga samya. Okay. Which means there is kriya yoga. So they are still associated with a kriya. Now, karma pravachaniya in the bhashya is derived as an anvartha samya. Anvartha samya is where the etymological derivation, shabda vyutpattihi api bhavati. So we even consider the vyutpatti of the word. There are some plain samya, say for example ti, okay, achantyadi ti, where the word does not mean anything. It is just a term used to indicate alontyad, what is that, achantyadi. Okay. But there are cases where the samya itself indicates something. For example, sarvanama. Sarvesham yani namani tani sarvanamani. Those which can be applied for everybody. That is a sarvanama. So those are called anvartha samya. So karma pravachaniya is also an anvartha samya, is what he says. Karma proktavantaha, those which indicated kriya at some point of time. But now they don't indicate a kriya. That is, they indicate a sambandha, is what Hari says, Bhartrihari says. Kriyaya Dyotakonayam Sambandhasya, whatever he says. There is a karika which I don't remember. He says Sambandhasya Vachakaha. It indicates the sambandha between a kriya and the karaka. It is not a karaka. So it indicates a sambandha. Now that sambandha, is it with the existing kriya or is it with a kriya which is not there, is a question again. So they say it is with a kriya which is not directly heard, but it is not difficult, it is not possible to apply this definition verbally to each of the examples given. So in some cases we can see where the kriya is obvious, that is there is an additional kriya in addition to what is directly mentioned, but there are some cases where that does not apply. So what we take, I mean, the Siddhanta is for Anvartha Samnya, wherever such the etymological meaning, the Vyutpatti holds good, it holds good. Otherwise, we can still operate the Samnya because it is basically a Samnya. Though the meaning of the Samnya might be there, basically a Samnya and an Adhikara, which simply states that everything that is stated following will have Karma Pravachaniya Samnya. So whether it indicates karma or not. Anurlakshane ityasti. I think we did this, but we'll quickly go through these again. Anuhu lakshane iti padadvayam asti. Karma pravachaniyaha iti adhikaraha. So lakshane dyotye anuhu karma pravachaniya samyaha syat iti sutrarthaha. Lakshane dyotye anuhu ukta samyaha nama karma pravachaniya samya. So when anu indicates this lakshana, it will be called a karma pravachaniya. So what is this lakshana? Lakshana is a chinha, the identifier of something. Say for example, how do you identify a student? In a school, maybe you identify it by the uniform. Okay, so everybody who is wearing a uniform is a student. And a person a child who is there but who is not wearing a uniform can be assumed to not belong to that school, not a student of that school. So a uniform is an indicator of studentness, the property of a student. So that is a lakshana. So how do you, in older days, what they say is Kamandalupani hi chhatraha. So if you go to a Gurukula, the one with the Kamandalu is a student. If you are seeing a few persons, one of them has a Kamandalu, so you point it out and say he is the student. So lakshana is an identifier of something or somebody. So when that is indicated by anu, it will be called a karma pravachaniya. Ukta samyaha iti. So we go back to the Dvitiya Vibhakti Prakarana in the Siddhanta Kaumudi, where there is Anurlakshane and the Vyakhyana. Anurlakshane, Lakshane Dyotye iti. Lakshya Lakshana Bhava Sambandhe Dyotye. So there is Lakshya, there is Lakshana. Lakshana is the indication and Lakshya is the thing or the person which is being indicated. Lakshya Lakshana Bhava Sambandhe Dyotye Anuhu Karma Pravachaniya Samyaha Ityarthaha. Ukta Samyaha iti. Karma Pravachaniya Samyaha Ityarthaha. Lakshyate Jnayate Anena iti Lakshanam. That by which you can know something, that is a Lakshana. Tacha Hetu Bhutam Vivakshitam. So in this particular case, that is in Anurlakshane, we take a lakshana which is also a hetu, also the reason for that. For example, if you are taking a general case where I said, okay, a student and a uniform. Uniform is a lakshana for the student, but it is not the hetu. It is not the cause for the existence of the student. So it is a plain lakshana and not a hetu. But in this case, in case of anu, we take both lakshana and hetu. The example he gives is Parjanyaha Japam Anu Pravarshat. Parjanyaha Pravarshat. The cloud showered rains. When Japam Anu, immediately after the Japa. So Japa is an indication of the time of rain. Okay. So soon after the Japa there was rain. In addition, Anu also conveys that Japa is the reason or the cause for the rain. Okay. So it is the Lakshana and also the hetu, right? Hetu bhuta japopalakshitam varshanam. So there was rain immediately after the japa because of the japa. There's a parjanya japa which is being done. So both of these are indicated by anu. So in this particular sutra, not always. Lakshana does not always include hetu. In this case, this sutra applies in cases where anu indicates both lakshana and hetu. Tacha hetu bhutam vivakshitam. Natu vriksham prati vidyotate vidyut itiva chinha matram. Vriksham prati vidyotate vidyut. Vidyutu is lightning. So where is the lightning? You cannot directly point out a lightning because it's very transient. So we identify it by the tree because the tree lights up. You can see the tree and you can identify it. Vriksham prati vidyotate. So lightning has struck near the tree. So tree is a lakshana for vidyut. But only such case of lakshana. The tree is not the cause for vidyut. Right? It is only the lakshana. So such cases are not considered in this particular sutra. Natu vriksham prati vidyotate vidyut itivat chinha matram. तथा सति लक्षणेत्थं भूताख्यान भागवीप्सासु प्रत्यपर्यनमः इत्येव सिद्धेः. Why? Because if it is a simple lakshana, then we have another sutra later on which says लक्षणेत्थं भूताख्यान भागवीप्सासु प्रतिपर्यनवः. अनुः लक्षणे कर्म प्रवचनीय संज्ञः इति तत्रैव उच्यते. So if it is a plain lakshana, we can always have their karma pravachaniya samya from that sutra. So why tell it again? To also include this hetu. So this sutra applies both when anu indicates both hetu and lakshana. So to overrule hetau iti tritiya para asti, so tasya badhanartham punah uchyate anurlakshane iti. So punaraktasya kim prayojanam hetutve vivakshite api lakshanatve sati anohu karma pravachaniya samyeva bhavati tatprayukta dvitiya vibhaktireva bhavati natu tritiya. Okay. So gatyupasarga samnyapavadaha. So this is an apavada to both gati and upasarga samnyas. So karya which depends on gati or upasarga will not apply in case of karma pravachaniya. So upasarga kriya yoge gatischa iti sutrabhyam pradinam upasarga samnya gati samnya cha diyate. So there are karyas for that. Say there is shatva etc. which are there. So etat samyadvayam badhitva. Overruling both these, we have karma pravachaniya samya. So there are two purposes. One is vibhakti, dvitiyadi vibhakti prapti, where we need a vibhakti like dvitiya or panchami or saptami. So that can be had due to karma pravachaniya. There is also another purpose is to prevent the karyas which depend on upasarga samya or gati samya. Like there is swara, gatir gatau ityadi bihi swaraha. There is a particular swara which is given. Or upasarga. So there are shatva and other karyas which depend on upasarga samya. So karma pravachaniya samya will cancel the upasarga and gati samyas so that those karyas will not apply. So both these. So addition of a particular vibhakti is also the purpose. Prevention of a karya due to upasarga or gati samya is also the purpose of karma pravachaniya samya. So gati upasarga samya apavadaha. Anena kriyayoge eva karma pravachaniya samya iti suchitam. So if it has to be an exception to gati or upasarga, it has to have the same condition. Okay, so only then can it be an exception. So this means that karma pravachaniya samya is also in association with kriya. Kriyayoge eva karma pravachaniya samya. So karma pravachaniyaha iti mahasamya karana samarthyat anvarthatvam. So as I said, the anvartha samya. Okay. So karma iti kriya uchyate tam proktavantaha karma pravachaniyaha. So that is the derivation which we take for the karma pravachaniya. Tatascha kriyam eva na dyotayanti kintu kriya nirupita sambandha vishesham dyotayanti. So they do not directly indicate a kriya but rather a sambandha, a relation with a kriya. Evam cha anupratyadishu kriya nirupita sambandhasya dyotyattvena anvayat tatra gatyupasarga samyayoho praptihi bodhya. So there would have been gati or upasarga because there is still association with a kriya. To prevent that, we have gati or we have karma pravachaniya. Okay. Yes. So the examples, the chhatra with kamandalu and vriksha vidyut are both where it is just a lakshana and not hetu. Okay. Whereas parjanyaha japamanu pravarshit, where it is both a lakshana and a hetu. In both cases, it is karma pravachaniya. Okay. So karma pravachaniyatvam tu udhayatha asti. Kintu yada hetutvam nasti tada lakshanetham bhutakhyana bhagavipsasu ityanena dvitiya bhavati. Yatra hetutvam vivakshyate tatra anurlakshane ityanena okay. So karma pravachaniya yukte dvitiya iti sutram. So in association with karma pravachaniya, there are some cases where we can have panchami or iti udaharanam. Japaha parjanyasya lakshanam, parjanya varshanasya lakshanam. So it is a lakshana for the time of rains and also the hetu, the reason or the cause for rains. Parjanyaha japamanu iti. Kada parjanyaha avarshat iti prashne uttaram idam. So the question is when was there the rain? So the answer is japam anu. Atra vrishti kalaha upadeshyaha. The thing which is to be known is the time of rain. Sacha durgyanatvat. So you cannot know a time directly. I mean, there is indicating the time, which is saptavadana, ashtavadana is now. So in that time there is no such vyavahara. Okay. Sacha durgyanatvat. Shakhagram prati dvikalaschandraha itivat. Pragyanam kinchit avalambya iva jnapyaha. So pragyanam kinchit avalambya. So depending on some indication, we have to decide the time of rain. Like Shakhagram prati dvikalaschandraha. Chandra, dvikalaha, the dvitiya chandra is very, very minute, okay, very thin, so difficult to spot. So if you want to point out, how would you do that? Shakhagram prati, at the end of that branch. So there is a tree, so close to the end of that branch, or the tip of that branch you can see. That is how you point out the dvikalaschandraha. So it is a, again, that is a lakshana. Okay, Shakhagram prati. The Shakhagra is the lakshana for chandra. Itivat prajnanam kinchit avalambya iva jnapyaha. Japaha atra prajnanam. So here the indication is japa. Tatra japakale parjanyaha pravarshat iti sambhavati. So the time of japa indicates the time of rain. Hetu bhuta japaha hi atra lakshanam. So in addition here we have the hetu. Japa, in addition to being the indicator, it is not just randomly there was some random japa and there were rain. There was parjanya japa, due to that there were rains. Hetu bhuta japaha hi atra lakshanam. Hetutvam cha purvakala vrittitva ghatitatvam. So cause always comes before the effect. Therefore, varsha hetu bhuta varuna japa uttarakale parjanyaha pravarshat. So the hetu for the vrishti is varuna japa. So immediately after that there were rains. Iti uttaram paryavasyati. Tatra lakshanam hetutvam chetidvayam dvitiyarthaha. So the dvitiya vibhakti here is for both lakshanatva and hetutva. Tadubhayam anuna dyotyate. So both of them are indicated by anu. Lakshanatvam cha jnana janaka jnana vishayatvam. So that jnana which brings about some other knowledge is called lakshana. Japajnanena taduttarakala vrishishta vrishtihi jnapyate. So by knowing japa, we can know the time of vrishti which happened immediately afterward. Tatascha japatmaka hetu jnana janya jnana vishayaha varshanam iti bodhaha. So hetu bhuta japopalakshitam varshanam. That is what he says. Hetu bhutaha japaha tadupalakshitam varshanam. So tatcha lakshanam api. So we will parapi hetau tritiya anena badhyate. So this sutra is for overruling the hetu tritiya. Hetau iti sutrena 2.3.23, whereas karma pravachaniya yukte dvitiya is 2.3.8. So paratvat hetu tritiyayam praptayam. So if there is only lakshana, we have karma pravachaniya and dvitiya vibhakti by this sutra. Say for example, vriksham anuvidyotate vidyut. If it is only lakshana, we can have dvitiya. But where there is also hetu, paratvat hetau ityanena tritiya prapnoti. We should actually have tritiya by hetu. To overrule that, he states again anur lakshane. That is when there is hetutva also, we have dvitiya only and not tritiya. Parapi hetau tritiya anena badhyate. So lakshanetham bhutakhyana bhagavipsasu pratiparya namaha ityadina siddhe punaha samnya vidhana samarthyat. Because we already have lakshane anoho karma pravachaniya samnya uchyate. So punaha samnya vidhanat. Punaha anur lakshane iti uktatvat hetu tritiya api anena badhyate. So punah samnya iti. So the same thing is told in the Vyakhyana. Vriksham anuvidyotate vidyut ityatra hi anurlakshane ityasya na prayojanam. Why? Lakshanettam bhutakhyan ityeva siddhehe. Tatascha anurlakshane iti arambha samarthyat. Hetubhute lakshane anoho karma pravachaniyatva labdhaya. द्वितीयया हेतौ तृतीया बाध्यते इति विज्ञायते इत्यर्थः. Okay, so that is about Anurlakshane. We will continue with the other sutras of Karma Pravachaniya in the next class. Any questions? हेनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते.
The organizer